This next case, very, very disturbing. This man is charged with terrible crimes against children. Police say that he treated a teenager as a sex slave and locked a 12-year-old in his basement. Reporter Ken Lemon is live in that neighborhood in Kings Mountain. And Ken, we're talking about innocent children here held against their wills. Just tough to even hear the first few lines of this story.
Yeah, very difficult. There are new neighbors, new people who live in this home. They allowed us to see this backyard here where you can take a good look and see that area, that basement right there where police say this suspect kept those 12 and 15-year-old girls held there as sex slaves, children who were almost invisible to neighbors here. Most of them that I talked to said they didn't know that children lived here. From the front, it appears to be an ideal home for a child with a makeshift rope swing, but police say the 12 and 15-year-old girls who lived here were in constant danger from the adults who should have protected them. They tell us 57-year-old David Wolfington sexually assaulted both girls, locking them in the basement without adequate food or water. Police say a woman in the home knew what was going on and aided Wolfington.
I never dreamed anything like that was going on here.
Raymond Couch said he often walks the community, keeping an eye on his neighbors. He was stunned when I told him what police said happened just up the street.
Would be sent away from prison from now on and never get back out.
A 17-year-old who lives across the street said she didn't know there were other young girls here.
That is super scary, just to know that they're right across the street and they could be crying out for help all times of the hour and nobody would ever know. Kings
Mountain police say social workers alerted them of the problem here in September. They told me David Wolfington went back to Texas after they started asking questions. They finally caught him and got him before a judge in Cleveland County a few weeks ago. The woman who allegedly helped him moved to a home near Bessemer City. You recognize that woman?
Yeah, I've seen her.
We're not reporting her name to protect the children that police say she refused to help. She was arrested over the weekend. Both of them now in jail. He has a $300,000 bond, and Scott, that woman in jail under a $250,000 bond.
Well, this is a neighborhood with a lot of families, as you say, Ken. A lot of people know each other, but apparently it was not hard for people to go generally unnoticed in this situation.
Yeah, this house has a strange position. The nearest home on either side of it is across the street, busy street on either side. So not anyone who would step outside and say hello. And police say this family was from Texas, so they didn't have connections here. As long as they kept a low profile, there weren't folks, Scott, who may have noticed.
All right. Ken Lemon for us tonight. Ken, thank you.